First, I'd like to thank Pat and Father Peter for allowing me to be here today with the winningest class in Villanova basketball history on their graduation day. And also to introduce this great man, basketball player, pioneer coach, motivational speaker, author, Hall of Famer. These are just a few of the titles that could be used to describe our 2016 commencement speaker, George Raveling. However, as he will tell you, one of the titles he wears most proudly is that of Villanovan. Coach Raveling is a Villanovan in the truest sense of the word. This past fall, he was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and throughout his speech, he demonstrated the qualities often used to describe members of our community. He was humble, saying that the recognition was a we award, not a me award, because rarely does anyone achieve any success without the support of others. He was gracious, thanking coaches, professors, players, family, and friends who helped him along the way. And he has had a positive impact, leaving a significant mark on the sport of basketball, breaking down racial barriers as a coach and becoming a well-respected and admired figure amongst his professional and personal peers. 56 years ago, Coach Raveling was sitting right here where you are, about to graduate from Villanova. He has spoken of the impact the Villanova community, including his legendary coach, Alexander Severance, had on his development as a young man, instilling the knowledge, skills, discipline, passion, and confidence he needed to achieve his dreams. Coach Raveling is held in great esteem in the basketball community. For someone of his stature, who has received countless honors, to remark that his selection as the commencement speaker at Villanova is one of the most meaningful honors he has ever received says it all. He knows, as we all do here today, what a special and unique place Villanova is. And I can think of no better person to deliver the commencement speech to the class of 2016 than George Raveling. Father President, for his leadership role in breaking down racial barriers as a coach, for exemplifying the values of our Augustinian community, and for the distinction that he has brought to Villanova University, it is with great honor that I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, George Raveling.
In the name of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Villanova University, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Thank you, Jay, for that gracious introduction. And I wish to recognize the great president, Father Peter Donahue, the trustees, distinguished members of the faculty, honored guests. Today is a new beginning, a commencement, a moment of celebration. We celebrate you, the class of 2016. We also celebrate and express appreciation for the loving families, the friends, the professors who have supported each of you along your journey. Of course, over the past few years, as students, you have experienced triumphs, defeats, hopes, fear, laughter, and tears, all in search of meaning and purpose for your lives. Today, you are richer for it. You stand victorious. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Today is your day. Today is your day. To be your commencement speaker is a most unique and privileged opportunity. To be here with such honorable people is a special moment for a little black kid from Northwest Washington, D.C. It's a special moment in my life. I've come home, and I'm emotionally engaged with my Villanova family. Frankly, this well might be the most important speech I've ever had an opportunity to give. My chest actually hurts right now from the beautiful pain of excitement. Excitement from attending this graduation. Honestly, only me and my laundryman know how nervous I am right now. Graduates, please join me in thanking Villanova for its tireless commitment to academic excellence. From the very beginning, Villanova has gone into battle with truth as its only weapon, integrity as its only shield, and conscience as its only guide. Hoping that they will touch souls and teach minds. Villanova has inspired each of us not only to perform better, but to be better. You will find, as I have, that Villanova will always be a place that we call home. Thank you, Villanova, for all you've done to infuse and fuel our lives. I'd be remiss if I fail to talk about the stellar achievements of our national basketball championship team. And I'd like to make a special call out for our extraordinary and yet most effective servant leader, Jay Wright. In Houston, a fire was ignited, and it became electrifying. And part of the electricity took place right here in this pavilion during the game. It was magnetic and certainly a legacy that will never be forgotten. Frankly, this is a defining milestone that will change the trajectory of the lives of the coaches and the players forever. And let me hasten to remind each and every one of us here that this is just another overt example of Villanova's embodiment of excellence. This afternoon, I wish to speak to you from my heart with compassion to your heart. Much like the old black country preacher who stood before the congregation and prayed, "Dear God, help me deliver a message today that will touch the hearts of those gathered here and let it come out and manifest itself in their lives. So I ask you to share with me and take in a little mystical journey back to September 18, 1956. And the scene locates us at the busy intersection of Lancaster and Ithan Avenues, the gateway to Villanova's campus. As we arrive at this location, a Greyhound bus suddenly comes to a stop. The doors open, and departing is a 6'4" black young man who answers to the name of George Raveling. Immediately, we notice that he is carrying a suitcase and a large Army duffel bag. The luggage contained their traditional men's apparel, but upon deeper examination, it revealed that he was also carrying dreams, goals, hopes, as well as his fears, his insecurities, and his uncertainties. After settling into Austin Hall, he was quite eager and anxious to start the next morning, a moment that would be the beginning of a journey filled with transformational and self-discovery. How Villanova has changed since 1956. In 1956, if you were a student, and there were 3,626 of them at the time, you had to wear a coat and tie to class. You had to wear a coat and tie to every meal except on Sunday. There were 11 black students on this campus in 1956, and 10 of them were on athletic scholarships, and the other 2 were on academic scholarships. The next 4 years passed in rapid succession. Reflecting back on the core ingredients of an educational setting, professors, students, books, classes, studying, and those all ever so challenging examinations. Allow me to sum up this in most valuable experience in 2 words: skill development. Through the consistent engagement of analytical and critical thinking, problem solving, listening to my peers, relationship building, I soon discovered the hidden treasures within me. And I began to focus more intently on the meaning of life. Villanova taught me to look beyond what is into what can be, and to look further into what should be. Villanova placed me on a path to leverage my true potential, living my story every day. I feel compelled to make this statement of fact. The inconvenient truth is that Villanova changed my life as well as saved my life. My professors, coaches, classmates, together they cast a transformative light on me. They rescued me from a life of uncertainty and mediocrity. And in the process, they gave my life new meaning and definition. Villanova took me from where I was to where I needed to be. It clothed me with knowledge, wisdom, character, commitment, and strategies. And then they wrapped me with confidence, persistence, self-awareness, curiosity, and passion. This wonderful institution sent me off in pursuit of excellence. For some of you, you will have a similar application. You just don't know it yet. Over the course of my 78 years, I've stuffed my suitcase of life experiences with valuable lessons learned. I'd like to share 5 of them that I believe will fuel your personal success. First, make every day a masterpiece. Let what you do be an expression of who you are. Each day, you possess 86,400 seconds of opportunity to be a little better person than you were the day before. Face every precious moment with your best contributions to grow, to learn, to prosper, and ultimately recognizing this: if it is to be, it's up to me. Second, be accountable to yourself. Hold yourself to only one standard: the very best version of yourself. Start by being accountable to yourself. The toughest battle a person has to fight is to live in a world where every single day someone's trying to make you be someone you don't want to be. If you work toward being normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. Oscar Wilde once said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is taken." Third, construct a personal development plan. We no longer live in a nation where our work is done by the body. Our daily work is now performed by the mind. Investing in your self-development is the best investment you'll ever make. Design the life you wish to live. Live it always, because life's always under construction. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. In today's workplace, it's not what you know. It's not who you know, it's what you know. In today's workplace, it's not who you know, it's what you know. Next, surround yourself with as many extraordinary people as possible. Follow the footprints of successful people. Research confirms that the #1 way to make strong improvement in your life is to associate with people who you aspire to be like. Those individuals will lift you up, challenge you, help you reach your outer limits. If you want to travel fast, travel alone. If you want to travel far, travel together. And finally, create a lasting legacy for yourself. How do you want to be remembered? You have to create a reputation that will follow you through your life. Carve your name on hearts and not tombstones. Make your life an awesome story of love, of courage, of perseverance. Just imagine if tomorrow was your last day on earth, how would you like to be remembered? Leave behind shoes that no person can fill. I think now you can see why I wanted to share these life lessons with you. And in conclusion, I want to leave you with this final message. As you travel the highways and the byways of life in pursuit of excellence, there will inevitably be moments of despair and uncertainty, negativity and disappointment. And when those bumps in the road occur, perhaps this meaningful verse will comfort you. If you can't be a pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley, but be the best little scrub on the side of the hill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. Because it isn't by size that you'll win or you'll lose. Be the best of whatever you are. Thank you for providing me with this most humbling experience. Go Villanova. We love you always.